Let me introduce myself, David Andrew Erasmus, son of Andri Stephanus David, a quarter Afrikaner and 3/4 from the valleys. I grew up at Jesus Cross, now I'm exploring Silicon Valley. I grew up never feeling lost, now I'm losing it in Cali. If you know me from a year ago, you don't know me at all. If you view me on the internet, your view of me is old. See, my digital self is my networking wealth. It's the dust in the tracks where my essence had health. It's crumbs for Hansel and Gretel's, nostalgic, like the dust when it settles. I might be 29, but I'm not a has-been. I'm barely getting started. I've been waiting at the lights and they've just turned green. If I talk about shedding my skin, you might think it sounds a little shady, but it's natural, biological. If I didn't, I'd be lazy. See, every 30 days, part of our heart becomes brand new. Why is it that our mentalities are not so easily renewed? Press OK on your operating update. Shut your history folder. Be present and hear me say, it's nice to meet you. Tell me, what is your name? What's the point? Did anyone tell you? 'Cause in school I heard lots, but nothing big to chew through. No one said what this work gets made for, what the arithmetic and algorithms should build the foundations for. What's the point? I would ask my teachers frequently, who were teaching the what without the why, which made no sense to me. I try to sit sensibly, but the science becomes boring when you don't connect it spiritually. What's the point? This sentence got me into trouble. The system ain't designed for questions and the detentions got doubled. Branded arrogant and talkative, I was inconvenient in class. Another mark upon the board, every question I asked. What's the point? To love, to care? To follow Jesus, to learn, to share, to avoid offence, to love parents, to dance in the kitchen in our underwear? What do you want from me? What do you need? Give me a story that I can believe. What is the point? I will shout and I will scream till the mountains crumble and whisper to me. Look at the flowers and see how they breathe. The point, my friend, is written in their leaves. What if love is the answer? What if God is love? What if God is the great unknown? What if the great unknown is bigger than we thought? What if we know less than we thought? What if some of what we know in science and religion is wrong? What if being undignified, embarrassed, and humiliated for love was success? What if I am the paedophile? What if it is our calling to design and build society as if love is the answer? What if good wasn't enough but sacrifice and suffering are the expectation? What if we was more natural than I and you? What if we wasn't just who we could see or who could hurt us? What if control is the opposite of love? What if hate and anger are not to be feared but subordinated to break ground for compassion to grow? What if our conversations are the wrong conversations? What if Jesus' cross was not meant to get in the way of our connection to the Father? What if we have been waiting around for role models but they have run out? What if we're actually lazy, risking very little when we think we're risking a lot? What if we took the litany of humility seriously? What if we acted like we really believed that love was the answer to any question being asked by anyone at any time? What if we applied that to the military, to economics and business, to government and our families, to our innovations, to our language, to our art? What if heaven is here? What if we're missing it because everyone agreed that we were doing so good? What if I am the problem? What if I'm wrong? What if you despise me? What if I believed that love was the answer? What if I would go down with the ship? What if I would fly past at 100 miles an hour by the power of the wind, dressed only in a bedsheet with my butt naked in friends' faces, not because I wanted to offend, but because I was born to go fast with the wind? What if I'm not doing my bit? What if not being sure whether I am isn't quite good enough? What if love is the answer? What if love really is the answer? What if we basked in the beauty of the unknown? What if I had integrity with what I believe? What if I actually shared this post with you? What if we shared in this post together? What if we talked and joked about this post and drew doodles together? What if those doodles became designs, those designs got sponsors, those sponsors got funding, and the funding got stuff built? What if it worked and produced numbers and the numbers stacked up? What if love is the answer? Where can I go to find your wonder? Tell me, where can I go to get some awe? I have a fire on my inside and it is starving for oxygen, and a leaking bucket desperate to be held. I used to know what to do, what songs to sing, what words to read, but they don't work anymore. They limit me and they limit you. They are Christmas cards with shiny faces, nothing like the real thing. I want the real thing. I have expanded the mind you have given me. I have explored other cultures, tried desperately to understand the way things work. I have alienated myself from everyone, but I still need to connect to you. I have to be one with your sentience. There is nothing that I have found in science or religion, in work or in rest, that sings to my soul and resonates like an earthquake in my bones as your presence, your spirit, your love I desire to worship with reverence and fear, with trembling and shaking at the enormity of your eternity. I want to be one speck on the body of the universe. To merely observe you changes my state. I want to be dumbfounded, made to feel insignificant, yet meticulously known. Who can show me this experience? Who can crash like the mighty ocean or sparkle like the burning stars? Who can blind me with a blink of light and flood the oceans with just one drop from my eye? You are love. You are here. You are my presence. You are yesterday, today, and tomorrow. You are omni-everything. Space and time are your origami. You fold them as you like into beautiful shapes, just for us, so that we can recognize their beauty and potential. Your grace is enough. Your love bowls me over like a strike in an alley. Why would I settle for anything less? I will find new ways to worship, to connect, kneel down and be earnest, to be put in my place, to feel safe in the furnace. You are the presence, the peace, and the purpose. So once more, I'll stand and I ask you to see what's in your hands, who can it free? Take your feelings and clothe them in action. Bottle your tears and observe your reactions. We don't need great acts from above, but simple steps done in great love. Clothed in the silk of the still great unknown, we act. It echoes. How far we don't know, but echo it does, and mountains will move. Butterflies flat by will say, "Isn't that cute?" But what if our voices are like butterflies' wings? They magnify and tear down the strongest of things. What if the further away our voice goes, it doesn't become silent, but rumbles and grows, even if inaudible to our human range? What if dogs go crazy when they hear their name? I couldn't care less where you're from, or whether you know the words to the song, but do you withhold good to whom it's due, when it is well within your power to do? On this inquires your soul's honest truth. If you do it, then I'll be right there with you.